How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to our 3K to 25K account challenge. Today is a very interesting day. We took a couple of trades from yesterday into today, and one of them being ACB. ACB, Aurora, had their earnings yesterday, actually, yesterday evening, around 6 o'clock, 5:30-ish. Eastern time. And to me, I sat through that call. It was about 2 hours and a half. To me, the numbers were great. The news was great. They addressed their losses, so nothing was hidden. It was clear guidance to me. It was clear projection. But as you can see here, of course, we took a $410 loss. We went in heavy. I won't lie. I took a gamble on this one, and I said, you know what? YOLO. Whatever happens, happens. So I went in 1,000 shares, and I watched it actually in the aftermarket yesterday. Watched it for a good bit. Didn't see the kind of movement that I wanted, and I honestly thought that probably in the morning, probably in the pre-market next day, things would spice up a little. Things would, start to heat up, and that was definitely the case. But the stock continued to decline. Now, I could have played this two ways. I chose to play it the safe way because, like I always say, you have to keep your account in mind. And at the end of the day, this was a gamble. We're not willing to risk a certain amount of money. Even $400 was a lot. $400 was a lot to risk at the time. But I took it into consideration because our position was so heavy that we should have expected a loss of this caliber if it went against us. What caused me to get out of the trade was I set a mental stop loss to myself saying, listen, enough is enough. If it crosses this mark, then obviously the analysts didn't take lightly to what they heard in that call, and I'm just going to cut my losses while I can. But here you would also see that if I held, I not only could have avoided a loss, but I actually would have made an okay profit. I probably would have took a profit of $200 to $300, 24 cents I calculated to be exact. So I mean, you never know, but at the end of the day, be happy with your decisions. I'm okay with my decision because if it didn't go up, I would have been in a lot of trouble. We would have probably been down, 800, 600 to $800. And that's even worse, especially being that we had a small account and we've made a lot of progress. We don't want to wash away our progress too quickly, which could be very possible, as you could see, because I've been taking very risky trades, just playing around with different strategies, playing around with different stocks that are not usually on our scan or our list of stocks to play with this specific account size. But moving on, we'll definitely get into the explanation of that. I played a couple options today. I started playing options. Actually, my first option play was on TNDM, where I took away around $445 in a matter of 8 minutes. There was talk about the postponing of the government shutdown, or I believe it was some chatter about the government shutdown that put together with a lot of trade talk with China that basically had the market on tilt. We had things going up 5, 7, 8%. TNDM was actually up 8%, 9% actually at a point. And I actually got out of that position really early. If I held on to that position, we probably would have been good. We probably would have been up a couple thousand, not a couple thousand, but probably in the high 1,000 area. That would have been a much better situation, recovering all of our losses and pushing the account forward. Then I decided, things are so good, I took another risk. But the issue is I ran out of day trades. So I took that risk unaware of having no day trades, and now I was forced to swing that position or hold that position throughout the day. So as you can see here, currently we're down $100. On that options play, we basically got in at the 47.50. we chose to buy a call. So we're basically saying that I'm thinking that this will close above the 47.50 strike price. At the time when I took this, I saw the potential for it to hit 49. It did hit 49, but of course, because I had to hold it throughout the whole day, I wasn't able to close out on those profits. Had to hold this trade till end of day, and it actually went back down to 46.45. I still have until Friday. Friday, this contract expires. I still think I could get up to 47.50 by Friday. Simply because, actually, let's go into that right now. Let me show you guys exactly what I see. So we're gonna go into TNDM, switch to the charts. Let's quickly go to the day chart, and we can get rid of the active trader and, oops. Let's make this a little bigger. Okay. So on our day chart, now I seen this 3-day play here with our EMAs and SMAs providing a decent support. I see no reason why this can't continue going up. The only thing that could possibly be alarming is the fact that this shadow or this wick is so long, basically symbolizing that, you know, those sellers brought that price all the way back down from 49 to the 46 level. We've seen in the past that this 45.77 level was a pretty hard level to pass, but we actually closed above it, so that's a really good sign. My only problem now is getting past the $47 level. If we can clear the $47 level, I think we'll definitely be fine by Friday, or even before that. So that's what I'm betting on that call option there. We had another call option on Facebook. Actually, sorry, we had a put option on Facebook. I basically said that Facebook will be below 165. Let's quickly go to that. Facebook will be below 165 by Friday. Sorry, I'm here working on 2 screens, so I'm looking up here and it's crazy. So as you could see here, Facebook has had this decline, but what's really getting me is not only do we have this 170 level that seems to be holding, but we also see that the 200 SMA is basically now lining up as a support. So this candle closed below our 200 SMA, and it also closed below our 6-day EMA, which is really good. So that signs that now this can possibly be a short-term downtrend. Now the only thing I need to beat is the 12-day SMA. I'm sorry, the 12-day EMA, and of course the 160 mark. But honestly, I just need this below 165 and we're perfectly good. And this was the same situation. I took this trade not looking at my day trades. Actually, no. I took this trade knowing I didn't have any day trades, and this trade was actually taken at the end of the day. So I took this trade around 3:30, right around market close, hoping that it closed below 165, and it actually did. So the market closed below 165. My only problem, of course, is the aftermarket movement. So the aftermarket moves show this now at the 165.50 level. So that may seem like a little problem, but as long as we could not go too far and stay around this level, I think we still have a really great chance of getting this below 165. Facebook is one of those stocks that can skip $1, $2, $3 in a day. So as long as it stays in that 165 area, not too high, probably not 166. If it stays in that 165, I'll feel really safe with this situation. And I also still think, unless, you know, we have some economic change like we did day before yesterday, or if we don't have any surprises, I think we'll be fine. I think Facebook would definitely probably come slightly close to that 160 level before it bounces or consolidates and heads back up to the 170 level. So we're definitely going to look out for that. So those are my two option plays that I'm praying on for tomorrow. And going back to ACB, like I said, we can quickly pull up those charts. ACB. So on our 1-day chart, this is exactly what we saw. So earnings at this time, as you could see my buy order. This is actually my sell order. This is where I got out the trade because I thought, you know what, it's declining. Let's just cut the loss here. And this is where I got in actually. So I got in, same thing at the end of the day, my usual strategy so I don't end up burning day trades. I got in with only 300 shares at this point, at the low. So 715 was basically my level that it was dancing around the entire day and basically holding. So I couldn't get lower than 715. So I got it around 717, which wasn't bad. Seen this spike up, didn't do anything, held through the spike up, and then as earnings went, as we listened into that call, I basically added to my position in the aftermarket 700 shares at 726, which put me around an average price of 723. So I had a decent position, we had decent size. All we needed was things to go our way. And as you could see, it did it. It danced around. Earnings call was pretty long. We didn't see any pushes upwards. And then, like I said, I got out here. But this is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning. As you could see, if I held, right, I would have basically been able to get back above the 715 line and all the way up to 746, which I would have sold, giving me a 23-cent profit, which would have turned out to be $230 because we had a 1,000 share position. So, you know, if we waited, we could have got that. But at the same time, I would have not had the buying power to catch that $500 TNDM option play. So it still worked out, you know. So one door closes, another door opens. You just have to stay positive, cut your losses, and stick to your wits. Do what you have to do. But in that case, that's exactly where we are today. I'll definitely give you guys an update. The account definitely has fluctuated. I won't lie. It's been rough. We've been dancing around that 6,000 mark. I've went up, went down. We've actually went so aggressive and so hard that the account hit back to 5,000. Then it hit back to 5,300, and then we kept dancing, and now I'm back to around 5,400. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna probably slow down my pace. The economy, the market has been crazy. That Z play we took the other day was so tough. We were in it for 3 days, and we were up almost $300, and I was so upset at myself because, like I said, I have so much faith, and those are one of my rules. Try not to have too much faith, that it would have kept going because I had no signs of a reversal. And then we had the trade talk with China and Trump and the whole thing, and the market reversed. I had a sudden reversal which pushed us back at least 5%, which was ridiculous. It was such a ridiculous reversal, but it's some things we just can't foresee. So we prepare for them. We cut our losses. I should have sized down. I should have took some profit off the table, but I didn't. So I'm to blame for that situation. But like I say, we're going to go forward. We're going to get better. We're going to learn from all these losses, all these mistakes, and then we're going to get this account to 25,000. That is my promise to you. But as usual, thank you everyone for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. All your questions, feel free, DM me, add me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you need. I'll definitely try to fulfill all those requests. We have a couple of requests coming in through the pipeline. I'm going to try to get those videos out. Right now, it's just been really tough because a lot of things are going on, but I'm not going to come up with any excuses. I'm going to find the time and get this done. Like I said, thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.